the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Tilka malaikatullah," that the angels of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, basitu ajnihatiha li ahli Sham, that they are shading the people of Asham with their wings. And you think to yourself, if that's the case, how is this happening? How is this destruction happening? How is that happening? Well, I remind you that there's a great woman in our history that had perfect faith, a woman who perfected her iman, by the name of Asiya radiallahu ta'ala anha. And when she was being tortured by a pharaoh of her own, by Fir'aun, the angels shaded her with their wings. The torture continued. The torture continued, even as she called upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, رَبِّ ابْنِ لِي عِنْدَكَ بَيْتًا فِي الْجَنَّةِ وَنَجِّنِي مِنْ فِرْعَوْنَ وَعَمَلِهِ وَنَجِّنِي مِنَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. When she asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give her a palace in paradise with him and to save her from Fir'aun and from his transgressions and his oppressions, the torture continued. But even as it continued, she laughed and she smiled as the angels shaded her. Why? Because her iman, her faith was increased even as the trials were increased. And that's the people of Asham. Their faith is increased even as their trials are increased. I am absolutely blown away every time I meet someone that has been in that war zone. I've met very few compared to Brother Ghassan and some of you. I've met very few. And the amount of faith and iman that they have. The lack of, I've been in many disaster zones, and I've seen what happens to people's faith when crisis takes place. There's something about the people of Asham that you don't see the questioning God and why is this happening, and you don't see that. You see confidence. You see hope. Even when the world has turned their backs on them. And that's what the Prophet ﷺ said. That this ta'ifa, this group of people, would always remain in this nation, would always remain in this ummah. Mansureen, supported by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. لا يضرهم من خذلهم. They're not affected by those who betray them and turn their backs on them. Even if the whole world has forgotten about you, your struggle continues and your struggle will end in victory, inshaAllah. Allah and the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam guaranteed it for you. لا يضرهم من خذلهم. It won't hurt you when people turn their backs on you and when people forget about you and when people stop watching the news of your limbs flying. It's not going to hurt you because Allah assured you of it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala assured you of victory. And it's our job to be connected to those people for a few reasons. Number one, because we owe it to them as human beings. The very famous hadith, لا يؤمن أحدكم, no one of you believes until he loves for his brother what he loves for himself. Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah, he actually said that narration isn't exclusive to Muslims. And Imam al-Nawawi is the greatest, the greatest interpreter of hadith. The Sharh of Sahih Muslim, his explanation, he says that that's referring to your brother in humanity. So you know what? If you're here not even being a Muslim, but you care about the people of Asham, you care about the people of Syria, that is a sign of goodness inside of you.